Okay, looks like I'm white. Gonna try playing on OGS. See how that goes. Ooh, cross opening. It's pretty hard to get games on here, so I can't promise I'll get every rank, but I'll try to go for at least one for every rank. Okay, so he plays this one. So this is kind of narrow. I can grow the top side, I can grow the bottom side, and he backs off here. Normally it would be two spaces because now the corner is more open. But there's a stone here, a stone here. This stone's getting kind of lonely. If he plays a 3-3, I'm kind of just floating here and can't use my wall. So I kind of want to play a corner enclosure here to defend this corner. And because this corner is open, I'm not too worried about this stone. He invades. Okay, we're just going to block. And we can connect here, or we can go here. I like this one better because we can push and cut. Even if he can get out, we're not too worried. We connects. Okay, we'll just connect our stones and block. Okay, he's getting himself into trouble here. We can play here and just jump here, and it seems like he's gonna struggle to live. Okay, definitely not a good idea. Should if it's already dead and you know it's dead, you should just be tanuking somewhere else. We're just gonna keep extending. And he goes there. So now here's the vital point. If he plays there, he has two eyes. But if we play here, he doesn't have two eyes. And now if he captures or goes here, he doesn't really have two eyes. So I can just connect here because this is not an eye. Okay, so he tries to cut. Looks like we can do a net. If I play here, he plays here. I play here. He goes there. I have to block. He goes here, here, Atari. I have to connect, but do I have any liberty issues? I do. So it looks like we can kind of go for a loose ladder slash net, maybe. We'll just try to make good shape here. This can capture here or connect here, so this group is fine. We just got to make sure this group stays safe. This one might be the weaker one, so we'll just make a base here. He attaches. We'll keep our stones connected. And he extends. So if we Tanuki here, he cuts, we capture, he Ataris, we capture, he Ataris, we have to connect, and he can cut us off. So we're going to defend our cuts. And we don't want to let him connect to these stones too easily. So we're going to try and keep them disconnected. Yep, and just keep going. And keep going. If he keeps pushing too much, he's damaging his corner a little too much. Again, we don't want to let him connect too easily. And we also don't want to get surrounded. It's normally not good, even if we are alive. Okay, so we Tanukis to take the 3-3. This group is still kind of weak. This corner is in some danger. But since we have two weak groups up here, it feels like building influence in this direction will be good. Because if he invades here, this gets weaker and this gets weaker. Okay, he goes there. Wahane. Normally you play this Hane, and then I probably would just keep extending to reduce his potential on the bottom side. But he played this one, so I'll go ahead and Hane, which now he connects. I'm just going to connect, make this as solid as possible. He clamps, okay. So I'm pretty sure I can go here. He can go here to make a base, but it has some weaknesses. We'll wedge here, so he has some cutting points. Okay, and this corner is kind of weak, but this group is also kind of weak. If we just go here to take the base away right away, he can like kick in the corner, and our group is probably okay. But I think it's probably better to slide here. He probably has to play at the 3-3. And now when we make a base, our shape is a lot stronger. And then he plays this one, okay? Now this group is now 100% alive, but he's not connected to this group, so this group is still weak. And this group is not alive. So it feels like he should have probably did something over here. I think I just kind of want to make a base here to make sure this group is strong so we can attack this and not have to worry about this getting into trouble. But he seems a little too focused on this area. So we're just going to let him capture this stone. This is very small. And now we'll peep here. Because we want to attack the whole thing and also make this group stronger and get out to the center. Okay, so if he's sacrificing this, this might be a good move. If he tries to save everything, it's not. If you want to just save this, you need to just try and get out this way, which is kind of hard to do. But what we're going to do is just play this move, because again, it keeps our stones nice and connected. He goes here. Again, just want to stay connected. So I'll just play here. Here. Any Tanukis. Okay. I don't know if he thinks this is alive, but it's not. Yeah, just stay connected. So now he has another weak group here that I can potentially cut off later. This is not alive yet, but we're going to go ahead and play this move, which again, keeping everything as connected as possible. I mean, you can cut here, but it's a double Atari, so it doesn't seem that useful. And this group is already dead. If he plays here, we just go here. If he plays here, we push. He has to block, and he can't make two eyes. Okay, so we'll Atari here to keep him sealed in. We have some cutting points here. But we have this free liberty, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm going to put some pressure on his corner, which I think will help protect this cut a little bit. He peeped right away. Of course, we're just going to protect our cut while also sealing him in and stay connected. We'll make a base here. I can go 2 spaces, but there's a little bit of Aji there. And this group now should be alive. If I go here, 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 here. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces? 6. So it's not bent 4. So I think it's just alive. Okay. So this group is good. This group is pretty much connected. If he cuts here, we can Atari capture, and he's too weak over here. And this is also not alive. This corner is dead, but this outside group is not 100% alive. So I think we're going to add some stones here to make this group stronger and also aim at an attack on this group. So if we go here, he extends, he can kind of cut here. I'm not sure I'm too worried about it though, but also he's quite weak here. I think we'll Atari this way, and then we can attach here, which this is the weak point of the bamboo shape. And then we can just extend here, and he has to be very careful to not get surrounded. And I'm just going to focus on connecting. Okay, let's make sure all my stones are as connected as possible. So here we're pretty much connected already. We still probably need to add a stone here, but I think we have time to play this move because this group is very weak. And we can extend again, making a few points in the center here. Okay, so he's trying to poke. I don't think it matters. So if I turn here, he cuts. I just connect. Doesn't really affect this group. If I turn here, he cuts this way. I think I also just connect. He Ataris, but everything should be okay. I believe we can turn here. But I think I'm starting to understand the reason why they call this the overplay server. Okay, so we'll just push here. We're threatening to cut. And then we want to make sure this stays connected. So, not sure if I have a better way. Yeah, we'll just play the simple connection. The one that just clearly just works. And you can see even if he connects to this group, he still doesn't have two eyes. And he cuts, of course, we just defend our cuts. He Ataris, so we just connect. He connects, but this group has 1, 2, 3, 4 liberties. My group clearly has more than 4. So we probably just want to defend our weakest group here. And we can do that by trying to surround this group. Okay. And we'll just do kind of a loose surround, which is trying to keep everything connected. We're not trying to focus too hard on killing, although it looks like it might happen. I would have to do something like this. Which it looks like it does just work, so I think I'll play it. But if I play this one, he can Atari, and get out. This one has more cutting points, but it doesn't feel like I need to worry about him too much, because I can Atari here and extend here. So he connects. We have cutting points on the outside, so we should be focusing on that more than trying to reduce eye shape. So I think I'll just fix my cutting points over here. Play the bamboo. Make sure this is nice and connected. Of course, don't let him capture. And these moves are bad because it's just getting rid of his own liberties. So now when I play here, maybe I should extend one more. I think I'll extend one more because I want to give this group more liberties. Okay, and then just connect, getting rid of the cutting points. Now I can surround in one move. I can also connect to this group. And this is not 100% alive. He would need 2 moves to live, because I would have to play here, but then I get rid of this eye. And, okay, so we'll just go ahead and threaten this a little bit, because as we're doing this, we're reducing the right side. And this group can get into trouble. We just have to make sure we stay connected. So if he extends one more time, he can't really connect to this stone, so we're going to make sure this group stays connected. Although, also maybe not needed, because we can always just kind of Atari here and capture. But if we do that, he connects here, we go here, and when he captures, he can make another eye here. Okay, and we want to make sure he can't connect. So we do have a lot of cutting points here, so we're going to play a little bit safer and just connect here, and he still has cutting points everywhere. And cut here. So I have a cutting point here I need to worry about, but I believe it should be okay because I have this Atari to capture these stones. So yeah, he goes there, but then I can just capture. He can squeeze to make points here, but it's not going to be 100% his, and we get to capture these stones. So we're not too worried about that. I think I'll capture just because it stops him from squeezing. This has some weaknesses, but it looks like I should have more liberties than he does. Okay, so we have a cutting point here. We're just going to defend our cutting point. He peeps. Okay. I think we'll just connect here. And he just has too many weaknesses here. Even if this lives, it doesn't have 2 eyes. So I think we'll just peep here. And if he connects, we can squeeze. But when they overplay this much, it makes it very hard not to kill. Because an overplay, if it's not punished, becomes a really good move. Okay, so we just captured this one. If we go here, he Ataris, we connect. It doesn't look like he can really ladder. But maybe he can. There's some Agi there, so we'll just play the simple move here. And it feels like these are a little too weak, these are a little too weak, and then we also have the Ko. And so we can just keep expanding our liberties. Okay, just keep expanding. Okay, he should have probably just extended here, because then I would have to slide. But since he played here, I can threaten to capture these next, so he has to defend. And now I can slide. So I get a little bit further. So now these are not 100% alive. And I can probably just live locally now. I probably have to worry about this group, but I should be able to capture the 2 stones before he captures me. And if he lives here, we're not too worried about it. So let's go ahead and reduce the liberties of these stones. And capture them. He can throw in. But we still should just have more liberties. and capture. And I didn't even really notice, but as we connected here, this group kind of died. So yeah, we'll just connect here, and yeah, lots of death. But like I said, when they overplay as much as they do on OGS, you really have to just kill stuff. But maybe it'd be a nice challenge to play a game on OGS where I try to avoid that and still win. So this died in Gote. It's not alive. My group, I guess he's thinking he can capture it, but not really. I think we'll just go ahead and cut here just to try and show him like, yeah, these are dead. And capture. Yep, just connect. It's already dead. Already got rid of the ice here. He attaches. Not sure what he's going for with that one. Okay, and he resigns. But yeah, that was a very messy game. He just overplayed, tried to live everywhere, never really defended. So that's OGS AQ, and like I said, I'm gonna try and get at least one game versus every rank, at least from like 10Q to like 2 Dan. That's what I'm gonna aim for. But hopefully you enjoyed that, and I would like to thank all my Patreons, and I'll see you next time.